Good day, everyone. I hope this video finds each and every one of you happy, healthy. Just wanted to let you know I'm thinking, of course, about everyone, and I wanted to share a bit of a story time with you. This is a story that I absolutely hold near and dear to my heart. I read it many times, so many times I've honestly lost count to my son, and I wanted to share this with you. So if you have any children or grandchildren at home, or if you just want maybe a little bit of a comfort factor, if you want to just sit back and see what Hiram does or doesn't do, then absolutely stay tuned, and I will be happy to read this story with you. But no matter what, thank you so much for joining me. This story is about Hiram's red shirt. If I can get this open. Oh, and it looks like Hiram has hung his shirt up, and it looks to me like he has a farm, because I see a dog, a rooster, a cow, a chicken, a goose, a pig, and a horse. So he must have a farm. What do you guys think? Maybe. Hiram had a beautiful red shirt. He wore it on weekdays and holidays. He wore it when he painted the fences and when he rounded up the strays. He wore it to picnics and to parties, and when he twanged his guitar in the moonlight. It was a good, sturdy, sensible shirt. And I think his dog likes to sing with him too. Every Monday and Thursday, Hiram washed his shirt in the kitchen sink and hung it on the line to dry. Then he carefully ironed out the wrinkles so it would be ready to wear again the next day. One morning, Hiram was making pancakes for breakfast. Because he was feeling so fine and spry, he flipped one up tremendously high. Suddenly he heard a rip. The beautiful red shirt had torn at the elbows, but there was no time to fix it. Hiram had chores to do. Let's see if we can get Hiram through his chores. Oh, look at the horse. As soon as he finished breakfast, Hiram went out to the barn and milked the cows. He fed the chickens. He watered and brushed the horses. As he worked, his elbows kept poking out of the holes in his sleeves. I'll have to patch my shirt, Hiram said to himself. Hiram went to his room. Snip, snip, off came the shirt cuffs. Stitch, stitch, in and out Hiram's needle. A little from here, he said, makes a little for there. The cuffs made excellent patches for the elbows. So he took his cuffs off and patched his elbows. Hiram put his shirt back on and went out to feed the pigs. But without any cuffs, his sleeves flopped about and got in the way. It looks like one came up and hit him in the face. I'll have to cut off my shirt tails and use them to make new cuffs, Hiram decided. Snip and stitch, a little from here, he said, makes a little for there. In no time at all, Hiram had sewn fine new cuffs for his sleeves. But now he had nothing left to tuck into his pants. His shirt flapped into the breeze, and he felt chilly around the middle. When Farmer Will saw Hiram, he laughed. Looks like you've gotten yourself into quite a pickle, he said. It wasn't very smart to use my shirt tails to make new cuffs, Hiram admitted. Now I suppose I'll have to cut off the bottom of my jeans and use them to make a tuck-in piece for my shirt. Two wrongs, don't make a right, Farmer Wills warned. But Hiram didn't listen. Instead, he went back to his snipping and stitching. A little from here, he said, makes a little for there. Now the red shirt had new elbows, new cuffs, and new shirt tails. He's looking a little bit disheveled. Hiram put his shirt back on and went out to feed potato peelings to the geese. Everything was fine until he walked into a patch of nettles near the goose pen. The nettles scratched and stung his bare legs. Back to his room went Hiram. He cut off the bottom of his red nightshirt to make bottoms for his jeans. Snip and stitch, a little from here makes a little for there. Pretty soon, Hiram had red flannel bottoms on his blue denim jeans. Oh, that Hiram. Hiram felt pleased with himself for the rest of the day, but when he got into bed that night, wearing his cut-off nightshirt, his woolly blanket made him itch. He tossed and turned and scratched all night. Poor Hiram didn't sleep a wink. A good breakfast will clear the cobwebs from my brain, Hiram said the next morning. So he ate a pancake and thought. He ate 6 more pancakes and thought 6 times as hard. I made a lot of trouble for myself, he decided. When I took a little from here to make a little for there, now I'll have to take a little from there to make a little for here. Snip and stitch, he took the red flannel off his jeans and sewed it back onto his nightshirt. Snip and stitch, he put the blue denim bottoms back onto his jeans. Snip and stitch, the shirt tails went back to being shirt tails, and the cuffs went back to being cuffs. But now Hiram's elbows were poking out of his sleeves again. This shirt has seen better days, he thought. I guess there's only one thing left to do. Instead of reaching for his scissors, Hiram reached for his piggy bank, and he went to the dry goods store to buy a brand new shirt. Hiram looked at pink shirts and purple shirts. He looked at plaid shirts and striped shirts. He looked at a beautiful flowered shirt that really took his fancy. But finally he decided to buy another red shirt, just like the old one. When Hiram got home, Farmer Wills said, "You know, I could put your old shirt on the scarecrow out in my field." "Nothing doing," Hiram replied. "This shirt is an old friend, and I don't want to part with it. Besides," he thought, "this old shirt will come in mighty handy someday when I have to patch up my new red shirt." I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, a wonderful day. And with that, I will say goodbye, and I hope to see you guys again. Goodbye.